Ben Amelagu, perfect shooting night tonight, raises his three-point percentage on the season up to 62.5%. Yeah. How do you explain the difference for him from last season to this?
Well, shooting, everybody's trying to make a shot. That's one thing I've always, I watch coaches get mad at people, but if you take a good shot, everybody's trying like really hard to make a shot. Nobody that I know is going, I really don't care if this baby goes in or not. But if you look at Ben last year, he just started slow. And then he didn't end slow at all. He was very accurate in the conference last year. He was a very good shooter in the league, and I don't know what happened. Sometimes you just get a little bit off. But if you look at him from the conference last year to now, our practices, a couple days ago, 2 and 3 days ago, I guess, our practice, it's some pretty hard practices. And we would just keep looking at each other, is this guy ever going to miss? I mean, the basket's so big, and that actually makes me nervous because normally a guy doesn't like stay hot for 3 days. Usually if you're really hot 3 days ago, not so much. He's just been, I don't know, the goal he's shooting at's bigger than a lot of people. It's just big. And it's so fun for me to see because he's such a great young man. He's such a giver, and all he wants to do is win. That's another reason it's going. He didn't care. He just wants to win. He shoots to win. He plays to win. He's had great leadership. He's been through a lot, and it couldn't happen to a better guy. So when I see that, it just makes me laugh. Come on, he didn't miss anything. Not a free throw, not a three, not a two, not an anything. Come on, that's amazing. And like I said, just couldn't be happier for him. Couldn't happen to a better guy.
So you're not taking credit for the improvement, that 30-point improvement or whatever it is?
Well, I could, but I wouldn't feel very good about myself when I go home tonight. And we have a little break, and I'd actually just like to feel good for a couple days. So I'm going to let that one go, and I'm going to give it all to him. That's him. Caring, working, confident, senior leadership, all those things. That's all on him.
Mechanically, is there anything different with his shot than
No.
last year?
No. Just shooting. Shooting is, if you have a sound shooting stroke, which not everybody does, but if you do, then really, making lots of shots is in large part, or maybe all part, only a couple things. The extra time you put in just to make sure it's really tight, and then your confidence, your head. And I think a lot of times those go hand in hand because if you practice a lot, you see it go in a lot, and you just feel like, I can make this. And he's putting in the time, and he's very confident, and he's got a beautiful stroke, and he's taking good shots, and it's all coming together.
Okoye, you had 14 minutes out there today. Did you see some improvement in his game tonight as opposed to how he's been early on?
For sure, Okoye, I don't want to sound like a broken record, but this guy's had, if it wasn't for bad luck, he'd never had any luck. He got out of college, he got hurt at Louisville, he got hurt again, he went to Georgetown, he's in his best shape, ready to play on Midnight Madness. He tears his ACL, he's out again. He's had nothing but injuries. He comes to us, we get him ready to practice. September the 29th was day one. He practiced, played hard. I could see what we thought. He's really an energy team player. He's very athletic. He's a lot of good things. Well, he didn't practice again from September 29th to about 3 days ago. Now think about that. He hadn't even practiced. He can't. Infections, blood clots, you name it. So he is so far behind who he really is. And I feel for him because can you imagine how frustrating it is if you're like just scratching who you really are, and you know who you are, and everybody here doesn't know, although I do, but not everybody here understands how good you really were or could be. And I'm just happy he's finally not in so much pain that he can even practice. He did very well tonight. He's got to get comfortable in games. He's barely, how many minutes he played this year? 28 going into this game. 28 minutes. He hadn't even played a game. 28 minutes. Played 3 here, 2 there, 5 there. It's just, believe me, the game moves fast when you don't play it every day. The rhythm, the feel. feel. So I'm excited because he's now feeling good enough to practice, and I was hoping to get him a lot of minutes today to just get him more conditioned, more, and I'm telling you, as long as he stays healthy, we're going to see him do that. I know we will, and he's going to be able to really help us. Now, if he has more injuries, then, you know, we'll be kind of back where we were on that. But I'm happy. You know, it makes me very happy for him. I know what he's been through. I feel sorry for him. I can't tell you how much it hurts to watch a guy that just laying around that training room day after day and working and rehabbing and nothing to show for it. So finally, there's a glimmer of hope, and it was great to see him get 14 minutes. And I hope that he can continue to, you know, keep working and play injury-free.
Playing your second game in as many days, especially after playing a Boise team last night that you talked so highly of, how concerned were you about your team just having the energy and intensity needed to perform tonight?
I would say a little, not overly. I trust them a lot. I think they're smart in the sense that they know that every one of these games is critical. They're not immature. They don't, you know, they don't think like, well, that last one was a big one and this one's not it. They know these all add up. So not a lot, but only from the standpoint of just being human. And when you get really, some games, you know, come on, I mean, guys get a little bit more ready to play than others, right? Well, they were ready to play last night. You could see that. I mean, there was some high level intensity. To back that right up within less than 24 hours, not easy to do. But I felt like we'd play. I felt like we'd really play hard and compete. And maybe we weren't quite as quick just because we're, you know, shoot, it was last night. But I did have quite a bit of confidence. I really believe we play well, and we really did. I love our numbers. I love the last two games. They look a lot the same. We're guarding, we're blocking out, we're taking care of the ball, we're shooting the heck out of it, we're sharing it. You know, these kind of stat sheets last night, tonight, these are ones that really good teams have, and the more of those we get, the more fun we're going to have.
How do you feel your team's trending heading into conference play this week?
Great. Yeah, if you said at the beginning of the year, and if you guys remember, I told you, it's going to be a little rough. Come on, we started the year with 3 guys that had played ever before and here, and then one that had played 1 year of college, and 4 freshmen that had never played, and then Coy. Well, Coy was out the whole time, so now we're at 8. And we're just trying to find our, you know, who are we and what do we do out here? And I knew, and I said that at the time, that we're, I mean, heck, we're starting here. And if you just let me see where we are right now, I would take it in a minute. I think I like where we are. We're not where we're going to be. We have a lot of room for improvement, but we are, I mean, come on, you know, you just look at our last several games, and we are playing our best basketball, but it's not good enough. We're going to need to get better. We need to play better, and you know, just in every way, we can be better, and I think we will. And it's starting to have the right, you know, there's also this kind of a backdrop on any team, or what's the feelings, you know, what's the energy, and what's the direction of the culture, if you will. And about this time of year, it's pretty important that that is headed in the right direction. The energy is increasing, and the intensity, and the determination, and the camaraderie, and the attention to detail, and the importance of things are higher than they were 2.5 months ago. Otherwise, your team sometimes can start to, you know, look a little sloppy and struggle. And so I feel that energy. I felt it last year. I feel it this year. And I think it's a very important quality moving forward.
What kind of challenges does an offense like Cal Poly's pose to you as a defensive team?
Very difficult. A lot of three-point shooters, and I don't know if you noticed, they don't hesitate to jack that thing now. They shot some quick balls, and early they missed some, and then, gosh darn, did they not hit some tough shots in the second half? I mean, there's only so much you can do to guard a 3 short of fouling them, and I don't think we fouled a three-point shooter the whole night, and that's not a very smart play. I thought we were closing out on pretty good sometime, but they had some quick release guys. They're playing for the three. At one time, it was crazy. The percentage of their threes versus their shots was just insane. It's hard. But you know what was good? Just ironically, that's Boise shoots. They average 30 attempts from three per game. That's a ton. These guys going into this game averaged 25, if I'm not mistaken, and they only got up 38 threes tonight, for gosh sakes. I mean, come on, 38 threes, that's impressive. 38 out of 59, amazing. So that is a real challenge. Going into these games, Boise and this one, much the same. You know, ironically, was a lot like Canada. These are when we went to Canada, people played really fast, and they tried to shoot as many threes as they possibly could. That's what Boise does. That's what these guys did. So we kind of referred back, and I don't know if it got published or whatever, but our first quarter, if I remember right, in our first game in Canada, I want to say they'd hit about 9 out of 9 threes in the first minute and a half that we played. Do you remember that? It was like, holy cow, we were playing pretty good. We thought we were playing good defense, you know, but they play a little bit different style. They let it fly, and it was going in like crazy. So, you know, we got better over there. We understood that if a team's going to play this way, you got to position a little bit different. And I don't know whether that's helping us or not, but it's kind of ancient history, but it is much the same as we experienced over there.
For the second night in a row, your defense, especially in the first half, was pretty strong. You held them under 30 both nights. And considering that you had back-to-back games, yes, Boise came in with a stronger record than Cal Poly, but is tonight's first half defense as impressive to you since it was on the second half of a back-to-back?
Yeah, because of that. Yeah, I thought our defense last night, I couldn't have hoped for a better defensive effort than we had last night against an outstanding team. And I could not have hoped for a better first half, given, like you say, I mean, come on, we're going to be tired. And look at it from their standpoint. They were ready to play. This is a big game for them, of course. You know, this is a big game. And they're coming off a couple days of preparation. We're coming off, you know, an hour and a half today. And so, yeah, I think it shows the heart of our team, and I believe in the heart of our team. Sometimes I think we're a little nice. I think we're great guys, and I wish we weren't quite as nice. But we have a big heart. We compete. Most see it'll be a little bit tougher, and we are getting tougher. And I think we have to continue to do that, talk about it, and back it up. But yeah, equally, just because of the circumstance.
As he gets more acclimated to playing with you guys, Jamal McMurray, do you envision yourself having the same dilemma you had last year where you basically had 6 starters?
Possibly, yeah. You know, he's a very good player, but you know, it's tough. It's tough, and so I don't know where that'll go. I want to enjoy a lot of Christmas pie. That's what I want to enjoy, and but we will figure that out. I want to be fair to everybody. I want to do what's best for the team. We'll see how that all goes down. And, you know, sometimes some people don't care if they start or not. You know, I think it's more about significant minutes. But you know, he's a talent. But we have some. You know, gosh, what are you going to do? Can we start 6? You know, that would be a question. So, and I hope that we get to a point where we start 7. You know, and those are the really good problems that aren't any fun for the coach, but they're good problems to have.